Kicking deep in Tennessee with my brothers from the 3. We quick to click and break the peace. No respect for what they think.
I will not hold you. This coming Fortnite chapter 7, Loki needs to be good if they want the game to have lots of players, because right now player count are 200,000 and 300,000. That's the size of literally Calgary. Alright, that's not in the millions like it used to be. So in this video I'm gonna be stating what Fortnite needs to change in order for chapter 7 to be successful. Now my first point is Fortnite is having an identity crisis right now. It has the Battle Royale mode. It's original, it's classic, it's main mode, Lego mode, festival, racing, ballistic, reload, blitz. It's got all these things, and right, they're trying to promote all of them. But I see this personally as an issue, right? Because like, of course you're gonna draw multiple audiences who are gonna wanna like play the game, right? But stick to your core thing that made you successful in the first place. I remember when Fortnite was first coming out and they made Save the World, right? It had long passed like the zombie era, like the zombie shooter games where you have to defend yourself. So then it was during the time of Battle Royale games, right? So then they made Battle Royale. Stick to that because it's the one that's getting the most attention right now and the most players. Like I'm pretty sure the maximum amount of active players I've ever seen on Lego Fortnite is like 10,000. I don't know, that's just me though. So it seems like these other modes aren't doing too well, and if they're not doing too well, then what's the point of focusing on them? Which is why they really shouldn't be, and they just need to focus on Battle Royale. But hey, this is my opinion, is what I think. If you play Lego, if you play Festival, if you play Racing, hey, that's good for you, man. But I'm saying personally for Epic that they need to focus more on their Battle Royale rather than their little multiverse thing. Now the next point I wanted to touch on in this video was the map and POIs. My personal gripes with the chapter 6 map was its incohesive theme. Now at the start of the chapter, right, we had all teasers and leaks that the map for the chapter was going to be a Japanese theme. Now they weren't necessarily wrong, but with the other seasons that came in, it felt incohesive. With the lawless season, it messed it up by adding like this crime thuggish ghetto vibe to a Japanese map, right? I'm not one of those Japan glazers, alright? Don't worry. I'm not saying that everything they do is superior to the West. The lawless season still had some good to it though in the map, right? But I don't know, it felt really clashing with the other POIs, right, that were more Japanese themed. I didn't like that too much. I really didn't. I felt it made the map look ugly. Same thing for the Star Wars POIs. I felt the Star Wars season was very irrelevant, but they put it in there anyway, and I didn't like it there, right? The season itself was fun. Again, it's just the map changes they made. I don't think they were good, right? It again made the season very incohesive with the chapter 6 Japanese vibe, right? And I felt it was ugly. It's the same for the seasons. I also didn't like that. I don't like how Epic messed up the theme of the map. And sure, I guess you could relate it all back to the Spirit Realm, but if you're gonna relate it back to something, make it make sense. For example, chapter 5 had a very European theme. You had places that represented spots like France, Italy, Greece. You had all those places, right? They had a cohesive theme, and even as the season went on, we had a Greek god season. For crying out loud, European mythology. Alright, that perfectly intertwines from one season to the next and didn't ruin the map because it made sense. Alright, because the gods, they came from Pandora's box, from a giant hand that came out the ground. It made perfect sense. And that's my gripe with chapter 6 map, is that it has a very incohesive theme. And they should fix this issue in chapter 7 by, I've heard that they're gonna have a more Western type Nevada theme, which, hey, Let's see how they do it. Don't have any expectations right now, but the more I see, the more expectations I'll have. So, if you're gonna make it a Western, American, Nevada type thing, make sure that the seasons and the map changes intertwine with each other to make sense like they did in Chapter 5. Now, my next point is the item shop. Now, for so many years, the item shop in Fortnite has been overcrowded with the layout that came out in Chapter 2 Season 4. I feel like, I don't know, the item shop hasn't been the same, right? I felt like with all the collaborations, it's been super overcrowded, right? We have nearly 20 pages of random things, and again, item shop, just like the map, is incohesive. For example, this current item shop, I'm pretty sure consists of Tyler the Creator, Mortal Kombat, The Simpsons, and other creators. I forget what, but I know there's one more in there. And I have no words. It's not like those collaborations are bad. Sure, their skins and all, they look good, especially Tyler the Creator, but I feel like one collaboration at a time, bro. One collab at a time is good enough. We don't need 3 collabs in the item shop. Sure, I get it. Right now, it's the Simpsons season, so they're gonna have Simpsons skins, right? But it doesn't fit, and it's too cluttered. All right, I have to scroll through at least 20 pages to get to the music track, and I'm not trying to switch my game modes in the lobby just so I can get the music tracks at the top first. Alright, I know they added a whole search feature. I forget they had a search feature sometimes, John. Like, genuinely, they try and make it all clean. It just feels more cluttered, bro. I don't like the way the item shop looks, and I feel like this needs to be changed in Chapter 7. Make the item shop the old layout again, like they did in OG. They need to give it the old layout. You can put one collaboration in there, that's it. Alright, but I feel like we need to fix the item shop next season. Now, my next rave is something I'm incredibly passionate about. And it's the live events, bro. They do not make the live events like they used to. My favorite event of all time ever in Fortnite in any game was the Chapter 2 finale event. When I tell you that if you go on my channel and look for that event, you will hear me scream at the tippity top of my lungs. That is simply how peak that event was, and they're not bringing it back, which is something they need to do. Fortnite has UEFN 5 now, right? They have Unreal Engine 5, Unreal Engine 6 coming on the way soon. They need to lock in with the events, bro. I want to make sure that my feet are kicking underneath my table. All right? The worst event by far that I've ever seen. It wasn't Fracture. It wasn't Prelude. It was this most recent Simpsons event. Welcome our alien overlords. I did not like that. Sure, it was a cool cinematic, but you got me all hyped up for this end of chapter event to give me some mediocre animated cutscene from The Simpsons. Are we serious? Now, I'm not saying that The Simpsons is bad. Simpsons is a very funny show, but however, I have never seen it. And so, quite frankly, I didn't like the event we got. I was not happy about it. I ranked Prelude lower than Fracture, and I rank this event lower than Prelude, which is really saying something. If you got worse than Prelude, you have to be horrible. Genuinely. It might even be on record levels to be as bad as an entire season, i.e. Wilds. Alright. So, one thing they need to fix is at least give us an event every 2 seasons. I don't want a mini event every season. I want a full event every season. I want a 15-minute experience where I'll have my feet kicking, hype for the next season, next battle pass, gameplay, map changes. I want that kind of event back. Alright, because that was truly beautiful. It's just something I believe they could do in Chapter 7. Now my last gripe with Epic on something they need to change next chapter is the Discovery tab. God, when I say that when Unreal Engine for Creative 2.0 came out, that was a real big thing. You know, people they really loved it. They loved to play with Unreal Engine, and I feel like that was a very good thing. But then as they added more features, the games got less and less quality and more brain rot, i.e. steal a brain rot. I kid you not. I have a burning hatred, I kid you not, that goes down to the boiler rooms of hell for that game, and how it has ruined gaming, not only on games like Roblox but on Fortnite too, as I'm pretty sure at some point it had over 500,000 players playing it. We have gone so downhill in Fortnite. We are letting games like this be played more than actual pieces of art. It saddens me, truly. I'm saying this so sarcastically too, because I know it's just a video game, but this means so much to me. Alright, they need to promote actual good creators on the Discovery tab. Alright, not steal a brain rot. Not these guys who are making literal thousands of dollars off of this simple game with the most simple coding ever. Alright, I'm not a coder. I don't know how it is, but I bet it's not as hard as how the other creators work. And Epic needs to fix this. They actually, instead of seeing the most popularly played thing, maybe they should actually promote actual good stuff. Stuff that's not quite literal brain rot. But yeah, that's just what I think. Alright, this entire video is what I think, what they should change. And if you don't think that, well, hey, that's your opinion. Well, that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and turn notifications if you want to see more of this content. Will I probably not upload for the next year after this video, or the next, perhaps? But hey, it's okay. It's alright, you can still do that. And be sure to type my code SmashingJ in the item shop. I still don't know how I have this thing active, but hey, it works. So you can type it in. So type in code SmashingJ in the Fortnite item shop, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.